Hello everyone, welcome back to another Destiny video. Today, I just wanted to talk about my first impressions on season of The Witch. And boy, oh my gosh. Eris Morn, already loved her, still love her. This is an Eris Morn season, so I'm gonna be here every week filling you guys in because, oh my goodness, this is great. Lore stuff I'm gonna try to stay away from because I'm not really good at producing any of that, but I do have a basic grip of everything happening. As always, I will refer people to guys like Mylan and Bife for specifics, but yeah, let's jump into it. So the story basis for this season is basically that ERIS has to become close to a hive god in order to rival the strength of Xivu. Because if we try to take Xivu down like we normally would by killing her, it wouldn't work. She's just too dang strong. And actually killing like her lieutenants and her other acolytes, again, would just make her stronger. And most likely we'd end up in the same trap that Keitel did when she had to kill her own right-hand person, and that essentially started the invasion. And Torobatl, well, we know what happened after that. It's basically a hive. I don't know, like it's basically the hive homeworld now. Like they own Torobatl. I may have lied about the whole lore thing. Yeah, Eris is hive god, and she's, I guess, powerful enough to be there, and the whole goal of this season is eventually to make her powerful enough to take on Xivu. And I guess this ritual for Xivu doesn't work if it's another hive that kills her. I'm not sure. I'll have to get filled in by Bife at some point. But it is definitely an interesting way to take her down. And yeah, the story is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. I think we're going to watch Eris grow each week into a being that obviously we don't recognize. There's kind of that moment in this cutscene where Eris is transforming, and Ikora's like, "What the frick is going on?" Also, this is not the person I know at all, and she's right. This is kind of Eris Morn hive version. And the witness does have the ability to maybe shape her a little bit. But we've seen, even with Sloane, that you can be partaken, or, you can have some attachment to the darkness to survive and still avoid the witness. And listen, Sloane came very close to turning to the dark side, in a sense, to allowing Xivu to influence her. But she was able to overcome that with the help of Asa and Zavala. So it's definitely possible for Eris to do a similar thing this season. And it'll be fun to watch that journey. So let's get to the more game quality of life things. There are a lot of weapon buffs going on, but man, Sunshot definitely feels the best. They've been buffing this hand cannon for a long time. And with the overall hand cannon buff that came with this season, man, does it feel really good in PvE right now. I'm sure it probably feels okay in PvP, but I'm just having so much fun. As you're seeing in the gameplay that's playing right now, it just demolishes everything. It turns everything into a sun explosion. It's sunspot or sunshot, excuse me. Same thing. You get it. So if you're into hand cannons, Sunshot is definitely one that I would recommend using this season. It is Overload hand cannon after all, and well, Sunshot's gonna do a little bit more than Overload. It's gonna make everything explode, essentially. So that's great. I love that you can now favorite shaders, and you can also do this with a couple of other things which I didn't notice. For some reason, you can no longer favorite finishers. I don't know if that was intentional, but who knows. But you can also favorite emotes, which is definitely a quality of life thing for people who maybe have played this game a lot, or if you're like me and you're a whale and you buy emotes because you like the references they make, like all the Dragon Ball Z emotes they have, certain dance emotes that are in the game. Yeah, this is a spectacular feature that just makes it so much easier to favorite certain shaders and emotes. And you can also do this, might I add, with armor ornaments. So if you have a lot of armor ornaments that you've acquired via transmogging your armor, and either buying them with silver or using the transmog system with Ada to unlock those, you can also favorite certain armor ornaments. That way you don't have to surf through all of your different armor pieces to find the one you're looking for. So huge quality of life thing. These things are very superfluous when it comes to gameplay, but for some people it's the end game, right? Fashion is what matters the most, and this definitely helps in that regard. So good job with that, Bungie. Appreciate it. This is something that is going to come in handy for people who are doing day one raids, also people who might be doing dungeons and Legend Lost sectors right away. You can actually pick up your artifacts from collections. I'm going to show you guys real quick. So you're here at your screen, you can see that I already have it, and I can swap between my Acolyte's staff and my NPA repulsor regulator. But if you go over here a couple, you're going to click on equipment, you're going to go over to seasonal artifacts, and you can just see all the ones that have existed in seasons that you've played, and you can just pluck this one up. You can see I already have it, so it won't let me, but you can just pluck that up, and it won't give you the plus 20 you're looking for, because you can see I'm 1814 here. If I swap that on, I'm still 1814, but it will give you plus 20 to your weapons. So that means if you're doing day one raids, this is a very helpful thing, because you will output plus 20 artifact damage, right? You will still be 1814 overall, but weapon damage will be there. So again, just a quality of life thing. Essentially I'm 1830 here, outgoing damage, but taking damage in, I'm still 1814. It is a little confusing with how these things work now, but this is something that a dev actually brought out into the light, so this isn't something that is like, it's a cheese or it's a bug. This is intentional. So again, if you're doing a day one raid, Legend Lost sectors, or you're doing the new dungeon, Goes to the Deep, this will help you do it a little bit smoother until you get your other artifacts up, you know, a little bit higher than what it is right now. I mean, mine's at what, plus 6, and I've been playing a decent amount, so you know, even if you've been playing every day, all day, it's probably only around plus 10, so that extra 10 is pretty useful. Right, so that's a nice little quality of life thing as well, that you can do each new season, at least at the beginning. And yes, your artifact mods, this is something I thought was like, oh, is this gonna work? You can still use your artifact mods on the recent one, because there's no artifact mods on the old one. It's literally just giving you the power bonus. So I mean, yeah, you can have the NPA repulsor regulator equipped for the plus damage, and your Acolyte staff is still going to give you your champion mods, your other seasonal mods that are going to increase your overall capabilities, right, and just make you beefier and so on. The last thing I want to talk about is just Mommy ERIS Morn. It's just fun having a season based around her. I don't know, like, what more can you ask for? Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know what your guys' first impressions of this season are so far in the comments below. Like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch you in the next one.